not live. And we should be live. 3, 2, 1. And we are live now on YouTube. Awesome, awesome. Now, we are, right now, I only have 3 stocks on our watch list, which is okay, because it seems like the volume is kind of focused on C, A, and F. Now, I was going to catch this for a bull pennant out on like the 10-minute, or it could just be a break of this trend line. And we absolutely broke perfectly. That would have been a really, really good confirmation with that increasing volume, with almost a bullish engulfing candle. Not too. It didn't cover the bottom, but we had nice increasing volume with a strong close above the 50 SMA. Or above, what is this line actually? Yeah, that's the 50 SMA. I didn't think it'd be like right there. And over the 9 and 20 EMA. So that's an extremely good sign. You could have caught that for a nice 10% move in 4 minutes. So whatever your position size was, you could definitely make some money off of this. I mean, CANF right now is currently sitting at $22 million $22 million in float. Currently gapping up 80%. Now I am looking for a bigger pullback than this, because there it is, we just broke that low. We had a nice double top here. And our first sign was this double top in the tick chart. We ended a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern, looking for it to break this neckline, and that's exactly what happened. So let's see if we can pull back down to around 223. If we can hold this level, I'd be looking for room higher. Excuse me. Now we could see this kind of drop back, maybe bounce off the 50 SMA. We'll have to see what happens. I am not looking to buy right now. I don't like this pullback. I want it to be a little bit stronger. And if we go ahead and take a Fibonacci retracement here, I would be looking to buy in around the 220 to 230 area. No, not 230. 215 to 220 area. I mean, we will see what happens. I'm not looking, that increasing volume is now starting to step in, but yeah, dumping right now. I'm just going to let this kind of chill out. Let's go and cover the rest. Well, anyway, CANF, they announced a liver cancer patient treated and clears all lesions. So that's an extension of the phase 2 study. So we have a couple keywords. We have cancer. They actually, it was successful. Clear of all lesions, that's extremely good. And we have phase 2. Now, so this is a very good press release, and I do think this is going to be our major runner today. Now, we were getting some volume yesterday, a nice bullish engulfing candle, little increasing volume, not much. Now we have around a 10x relative volume compared to the average. And we are sitting right around 230 something right now, or 223. Now, usually when we gap up, we gapped up, dumped, gapped up, dumped, gapped up, dumped. This stock has a history of gapping up and dumping. Let's go ahead and look in the past. Over here, we can see we gapped up, dumped, gapped up, pulled back. We didn't really gap up, but we did pull back. Then we have gap up, pull back. Guys, this stock looks like people like to take profits early. They don't want to swing this, it seems. People don't like holding this. So that's what we got to be careful of. And it seems like that on the 5-minute and on the 15-minute, let's go ahead and take a peek at the 5-minute here, a more in-depth look. We can see that the area from this previous high to this high is very, very small. Now that's a very bearish sign. Plus, when we got into this area, we see a pullback. Now, still, anything is possible, but I'm going to be very, very careful when I'm looking to buy on this stock because of the history of it pulling back. So I want to see a nice pullback, a nice bottom before I actually jump into this play. And if we go ahead and jump to the 10-minute, we can see that or the 15-minute, we can see that nice bullish pennant breaking up, and then before we absolutely ripping. Now we have very light volume, which is what I want to see. But we do have some RSI divergence. That is telling me that this is going to be some more room lower. So right there, we have more room lower from the bearish divergence. We have the stochastic divergence. We have that high not making the previous high. We have that inverse head and shoulders pattern. I think we just broke the we're about to break the 90 man in the 5-minute. So there's multiple reasons that's telling us that this is going to pull back more. Now, I want to see pullback that doesn't crack 184. That's what I want to see. Now, will that happen? I have no idea. But that's what I'm going to be looking for. Now, let's go ahead and cover. We have SOPA. SOPA is now breaking out of this downtrend. Nice. You could have gotten a nice entry. I mean, it's still a little late to enter because your risk, it's 40 cents. You missed 40 cents of profit, or that's around 10% right there. That's crazy. I think we have room all the way up to 525 here. We have very, very sharp volume. People are looking to take this longer. Now, if we break over that previous high, we are definitely going to come up and crack, 550, $6. Now, we have to be careful around that $6 region. I would say around from $5.80 to $6 or $6.22. What stock? You can see what stock I'm watching right here in the bottom left of my screen. Today's watch list. So right now I'm on SOPA. And I believe you can also see it here, here, and here. So no matter what stock I'm watching, you'll be able to see it in the top left. Now, this is SOPA. You were able to get a very, very good entry. We have a very good bullish engulfing candle, close over VWAP, 50 SMA, 9 and 20 EMA. So that, with very high relative volume, that would have been a great sign to enter. You could have entered with that volume. You probably could have gotten around 445. That would have been a great, you're up 30 cents right now. It does seem like we are hitting a nice selling wall. Let's see if we can crack this here soon. Don't really see a big seller, which is okay. Cool, looks small on my phone. This big move? This big, oh, you're on your phone. Ah. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to trade on your phone, that's going to be hard with also trying to watch the live stream, but I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in. Now, right now we have CA. Here, I'll go ahead and list up my watch list in the chat for you. SOPA and CTK. That is what we got. So right now, again, CANF has a good news that all cancer lesions have been removed. Phase 2 announced that, phase 2 study is extended a little bit, and they got that with their first patient to not have any lesions. Then we have SOPA. They're going to be added to the Russell 2000 index, and they're getting very strong bullish movement. And we have, oh no, okay. We have BRG starting to get some volume. What's going on with BRG? Last when I looked, woo, pumped up. I do not like how stagnant it is, so I am going to actually remove it off the watch list because that is just something I don't want to trade. It's, when I mean stagnant, I mean right here. We're not moving. It seems like we're just going to stay sideways. Now, VRS is popping up in the scanners, but the volume is less than 100,000, and I don't want to trade any stocks that have less than 1 million in volume. We have ITCI. Not a huge fan. So again, right now, the only thing that we're watching is going to be CANF right out of the gate. Again, we want to see this start to pull back. And immediately, I really want to see pull back down to 184. We have around 30 minutes left till market open, or around 34, 33. So anything is possible. And if we do not make this previous high right now, we're coming into resistance. If we start to reverse here, this is a very nice double top, inverse head and shoulders pattern. And I do think we are going to pull back below $2 or hold $2. We will have to see what happens as we get closer and closer to it. And then we have CTK. Right now, this is a back burner play. Not liking it at all. Very, very choppy. So right now, my top two stocks to watch are CANF, SOFA. And now SOFA, if we go ahead and look at they don't really have too much data to really go with. I mean, we don't have any rug pulls. I mean, we do have a rug pull right there, but that was probably from some news. We don't really have anything seen it gap up significantly. So we'll definitely have to just kind of chill out and wait and see really what takes the volume. And right now, the volume is currently sitting at, oh, give me a sec, guys. Right now, the volume is going with CANF. So I think this is the biggest stock that we have to watch. It ran all the way up from 120 to 237. All right, guys, I'm going to actually go live on my other account just because, oh, why is it like, I don't know why it's showing, it's like a filter, but I'm going live on my other account because I get more views. See you guys. Oh, don't want to flip camera. All right, here we go. How can I change it over there? That would assume live. Got in CANF at 216 and sold. Woo! Very good dip buy right there. That was a nice 5% dip buy off 50 SMA. Very, very good. 216. Oh, that didn't get 216, 217. Unless you bought down here. That would have been a great. Hey, good for you, my man. I didn't catch it because I was not looking at the stock. I was busy building my watch list, getting things live, getting things ready. So I am just waiting for the right opportunity. I think it's going up. Yeah, I could very well see it too. But what I'm worried about is a potential. If we go ahead and zoom out, if I look at the 5-minute, I'm worried about this double top. We cannot crack this high and continue lower. I think we're going to have a pivot low here, or a pivot high. If this 5-minute candle does not cross this previous candle's high, but it does cross this previous candle's low, I do think we're going to come lower. But if we can crack and hold this level, I think we will continue to move. Now, this is on CANF. Let's see. We wanted to see it crack. There it is, 230. There it is. It didn't crack it, but it did come up in that level. Again, so this is my tick chart if you're watching. This is 150, 160. Now, this is the number of shares. This is the number of trades, I should say. This is not the amount of volume. So right now, 180, every single candle is 233 trades, basically. It doesn't matter the volume. The volume shows, but it could be 1 share per trade, or it could be 1,000 shares per trade. So it's just, this is just giving me a more inside look. It moves more with the market. I feel like it gives me more of a edge for some reason. I don't know. If you guys use tick charts, you guys might understand what I mean. So we did crack that high, which is what I like to see. I do want to see us close on the 5-minute above there. That would be ideal. Let's see if we can. Boom, we're cracking with very light volume on the 5-minute, which is not the best. Now we have CANF now holding this uptrend. We have SOPA. Here's that pullback. Let's go ahead and use a Fibonacci retracement from the low to the high. Now, we pulled back right to that 50% level. Let's see if we can continue higher here. Now, if this was the bottom of the retracement, let's use our Fibonacci extension to find a price target. I think it would come up to 516, 520. That aligns perfectly with our previous highs. Maybe a little bit more. It's in that area, in the area of the previous highs. So I do think we're going to see this actually hold and continue to move. And then we have CTK. This is a back burner play. I'm not a huge fan of this at all. There's just super choppy. And look, for the past like each one of these candles is 233 trades, and it covers the rest of yesterday as well. That's not what I want to look for. That is definitely not what I want to look for. Stocks go down very well. It could. Stocks go up, guys. If you guys could like the stream, share the video, copy link. TikTok pushes it more, and I'd really appreciate it. I'm scared. Let's see if we have CANF. It did not make a previous time. We're dumping, guys. I think we're gonna come a little bit lower. I want to see this come down lower. We have around 27 minutes left till market open. So let's see if we can actually get this to pull back here. Let me go ahead and check my scanners one more time to see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Again, we have BRG, very, very light volume still. Want to see that pop over 1 million. VRS is gapping up 33%, but I want to see that break 1 million in volume. We have CTK, again, 1.5 million in volume. Flow is pretty high, but it is choppy. And the rest, BCDA and SRT and ICTI, they're all under 1 million volume. So right now, the best stock to watch, in my opinion, is CANF. CANF and SOPA is the most that, or is what's getting the most volume. Let me go ahead and alert the team. All right, all right. Looks like we are. Dude has no idea what he's doing. Oh, cool. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, whoa. There was the Scamwick, I guess. Or Spamwick. I'm not too sure what somebody was calling it last time. But yeah, there was the fake move. They're testing the limit orders, testing the markets right now. Previous high, but broke lower. Not a huge fan of that. We do have an increasing in volume, but we'll have to see what happens. I don't like how we closed below. I do think we're going to actually pull back more. We might be able to see this come back. Again, I want to see this bounce off around 205, $2. If we can see that, that would be ideal. That would be my ideal entry for this play. Thoughts on AMC? Yeah, you should have locked it in when it was at $70. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh, it's almost back up at 30. Very bullish engulfing candle. I mean, what I would be looking for is a potential. We have the first shoulder, potential head. I want to see it pull back to around 32, maybe today. Then have another pullback down to 28, maybe 27 for an inverse head and shoulders pattern. That might shoot us back up to the 50 SMA at $36. AMC hedgers are covering today, and that's all. Yeah, covering their shorts. What's the play of the day? So I think the play of the day is CANF. Now, CANF has 26 million shares traded today. That's over a 10x relative volume. They're gapping up 90%, and their news is good too. They announced liver cancer patient treated with their I don't even know how to say that. With they clear all cancer lesions on the liver and phase 2 trials. So they have good news, and it's absolutely ripping. This is not pulling back how I thought it would. We're getting some movement here. Now, again, this RSI is showing some potential divergence. It's not slightest, but we are showing some divergence, and we're just absolutely moving up. I am waiting for a pullback before I look to actually jump into this play. And if you guys could like the stream, like the live, I'd really appreciate it. I do want to see this hold. We do have increasing volume, which is good. I do want to see us hold this, though. If we do not hold and we have a nice upper wick, then I do think we're going to pull back even more, because that 5 minute, stopping volume, when you have increasing volume with lower spreads, then that's a sign of a reversal potential. Why can't I? There we go. So we're absolutely ripping. It looks like we're up 96%, maybe even more. But we're now starting to get that decreasing volume, so I do think we're going to see a bigger pullback here. Absolutely exploding. Possibly get a retest, maybe of this downtrend, I would say. Not really too sure. There's not much. We'll have to see what happens. Again, we react. We do not anticipate. How long have you been trading for? I've been trading for 6 months. Not a long time at all. Do you use MetaTrader 4 or 5 for trading? This is TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. Now, I do not suggest that you guys follow me. Copy trading is hard. I'm just trying to provide as much advice as I can because I am at the break-even stage for trading. But I am trying to give as much value as I can, what I see, and you guys can kind of bounce ideas off me, and maybe I can learn a thing or two from y'all. I trade on MetaTrader, but took serious losses. Yeah, I've taken some serious losses too, but it's unfortunate, but you just got to stick through it. Now, if you guys could on YouTube, make sure to give me try to give it a like and a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Let me go ahead and mute my mic before I shake this, actually. Now we could be seeing a bigger pullback here. Make sure my mic's on. Okay. Now, one thing, let's go ahead and make sure that we are not missing anything. Again, I'm not really seeing anything else. I mean, we have BRG, but that one's not really moving how I like it to. The float is it's medium float. And I do think it's really choppy. Okay, it's starting to move, actually. Do like this. It's starting to move. Let's see if we can actually find out where this is going to go. Now, I mean, holy shit. I think we're in price. Oh, no, we're not. Now we have some, oh, that's all like at like 50s and some. I'm not trying to do that. All right, so we have some, again, I'm all the way back in 2005 labeling support and resistance. Trying to find the best areas too. All right, there we go. Got it labeled. We are going to, we're cruising. I mean, we might be able to continue moving. I mean, we're having that decreasing volume, but now we're starting to get the volume stepping in. We're at 2 million volume, almost 10x now, which is definitely what we want to see. But it looks like the volume is decreasing and we might be making some RSI divergence. So I do think we're going to come lower. So let's see what can happen now. BRG, let's see what's going to BRG. Blue Rock Growth, Blackstone will acquire BRG for $24.25 per share in all cash. So I'm not looking to buy BRG when it's over 24.25. So I do want to see a pullback, maybe buy a bounce off of it. But I do not want to see I do not want to be a buyer above that level. With CANF, that's absolutely ripping, continuing to just move and just rip. I love it. We have around 18 minutes left. I'm red today. Hey, it's all good. You will have red days. We have GRTX that's kind of moving. Let's go and look at GRTX. Let's see. Not really liking the price action. I'm going to try to stick to CANF. Just crossed 250. I mean, break over 256. We have room up to 290. Not much resistance. I do want to see this continue to hold, though. I mean, it looks like we might have some... we're just kind of cruising along. I absolutely love it. And we're just sitting on our hands. It's okay not to trade right at the moment. It's okay. You don't have to be... Oh, we had a really good double top there for SOPA. So I do think we're going to come down, retest this trend line potentially at 445. We have a CTK, again, super choppy, not looking to trade this actually, and it's under $1. So I am going to delete this. Also, CTK only has its high float and it has a million, only 1.5 million in volume. So we have BRDG, there it is, there we called it. Looking for it to pull back. Again, that increasing volume now. Let's see if we can continue to move here. I want to see this pull back to around 25. Again, I'm going to buy bounce off 24.25. We have SOPA looking for that pullback now. Again, that double top was not very actually. The double top was very nice, very textbook double top. Yeah, right to the penny, then just dumped. With BRG, let's see. Okay, we're getting a nice pivot low here. Oh no, we're not. Never mind. Excuse me. But I'm right now. All my focus is on CANF. We did get around increasing volume. That RSI wasn't really the best. But if we go ahead and zoom out, let's go in on the 5-minute and look at the RSI. It's not really moving. I mean, kind of the same old. About 10 minutes. Nope, just still very overbought. So let's see if this can actually start to reverse here. That's what it is doing. Let's see. I want to see a bigger pullback. We might start to see that inverse head and shoulders pattern that we've been anticipating. We have SOPA again pulling back. BRG not really doing much. Not really doing much. Again, CANF is our top stock to watch. We have it's up 95%. Let's see if we can hold this 255 level and break above this. Looking for the big sellers at 255. Looking for the big sellers. People are shorting at 255, 256. They're going to be that was that area coming into that area for short sellers. They're going to cover their shorts off 255. So if we break 255, we are most likely going to get pop up and continue to move. I would say up to 260, 265. Here we have a pivot low with increasing volume, but we did pop up and then pull back and get absorbed by sellers. So I do think we have room lower. We'll have to see what happens here. We have yeah, he's getting these big buyers are getting filled, so I do think it's going to pop lower. Yeah. But see, it's not showing. Ah, there it is. Yeah. We have SOPA again, trying to find a bottom. Let's see if this can hold. And we're kind of entering a nice just consolidation. Let's see into this box. Let's see if this can continue to hold this box. Whoops. BRG, again, there was this pullback. We're not going to be buying BRG below or above 40 or 24.25. REE, let's look. Oh, gap down, gap down. We gapped down to around 390. I mean, this is a very choppy stock. I don't even know what to do or what to say. We gapped down, so now we're below the 920 and 50 SMA, or 9 and 20 EMA and the 50 SMA. Ideally, we would not break. We're not going to break 340. Break 340, we'll have room down to $3. So definitely, if you're stuck, I mean, I don't really know what's going on. I don't know the stock. It's super choppy. I would not be trading it at all. We have CANF. CANF is our top stock to watch. That is definitely my main focus right out of the gate. And we have SOPA starting to get some volume here. Excuse me. Starting to get that 10x relative volume. And we don't really have anything else with the volume. So, again, CANF has 32 million shares traded with an average volume of 234,000. That's a good amount of volume. Increasing volume, larger spread, that's a good sign. Let's see if this can continue to rip to the upside, but I do think we're about to start to see some bearish momentum. DLAKY, go ahead and what's the ticker for that? Yeah, REE. Yeah, so let me know what the ticker is, and I'll make sure to look at it for you. Again, we tried to pop up, pulled back again, popped up again with some, and then pulled back. I think we're going to dump lower here. Looks like we are. There it is. Let's see if this can continue to dump again. We're starting to get some more, maybe a slight. See, the volume here is just terrible. Terrible. I don't see any volume. There's like nothing. It's just unfortunate. So we have to wait till market open to see what happens, see if volume can start to step in. But really, my top stock to watch is CAFN or CANF. There's the dump that we were looking for. Again, I'm still looking for this to pull back, come back, retest 230. Come back, retest 230 before moving higher. That is going to be my ideal. And then, or bounce off VWAP. That is what I'm going to be looking for. Hey, Bella. Or hey, Alyssa. I just saw Bachman. How you doing? So again, with CANF, a bounce off the retest of this trend line, maybe bounce off VWAP if we can get VWAP to pop up there. I do think we're going to see a spike in VWAP when we see some volume start to step in off this trend line. Then we might be able to take a small position for a potential scalp. Again, we have around 8 minutes left till market open, so we have a good amount of time left. And again, it's still so early in the market. Don't think you have to trade today. Let's see if we can continue to we're getting dumped with increasing volume. I'm not going to go ahead and jump in now because I do want to see a potential bottom before I actually buy. But this was the pullback that I was worried about. I'm looking for a bounce down to 230. I'm looking for a bounce down to 230. That would be ideal. Come on, I know you want to continue to dump. I know you want to. I know you want to. UVXY. What's going on with UVXY? We have UVXY. UVXY is popping up. I wonder what's happening with UVXY. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, there was the pop. Not seeing any news, so that's not what I'm going to keep it as a back burner play. So let's go ahead and see with GTO. What's going on? What's going on with GTO? Thank you guys for the likes. Let's try to get to 1,000 likes. And if you guys can come over to YouTube, you can see my screen much better. We have GTO. Very, very choppy. Not liking this at all. It looks like we are in a downtrend. If we can crack this downtrend to the upside, I do think we're going to see a bullish movement. Maybe back up to around 57, maybe 57, 60, maybe $60. So let's see if we can hold this 56 level. I do not want to see it break $56. And this is a very slow moving stock, it seems. Finally, GRTX is getting green for me. GRTX. Oh yeah, there it is. Starting to pump. GRTX. Is this on our? What's going on here? Price target to 20 from 11. Okay, so we have GRTX. The volume is around 2.7 million. It's a little bit below average, but this is a good stock to watch. We are popping off here. So that's what I'd like to see. Let's go ahead and actually zoom in a little bit more here. We have 328. Broke over that level. I mean, we have room back up. We don't have much resistance until 565. I think there's a lot of potential here. I think there's a lot of potential here. We do have some resistance here and here. But again, we broke above that high. So let's see if we can actually hold this level then. Just get in a pullback. I do like this. Any signal for gold? No, not too sure. Just buy and hold, diamond hand. Okay, now our new watch list is, well, we have a couple more stocks that we have that we are watching. We have CANF. Now, CANF is going off good news with their liver cancer patient doesn't have any more lesions, and they are an extension of phase 2. So that's very, very good. It looks like we might be getting into a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern here. First shoulder, head, second shoulder. Looking for the room lower, maybe bounce off VWAP. We have around 3 minutes left till market open. We have SOPA, broke this consolidation. Not really looking for this to, if this doesn't hold 450, I don't think I'm going to touch it here. We have BRG. BRG is moving up, but I don't want to touch BRG until it comes back and touches 24.25. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but it's okay. I'd rather not get in than potentially risk losing money. We also have UVXY. Looking for it to come break the downtrend, maybe with a higher low here. Room back up to again, this previous high at 1850. Break that. We have room up to 19 and then potentially 19.25. Again, all the way up to $20. We also have GRTX. That's getting that dump. Again, that increasing volume on a lower spread. This is the stopping volume you kind of got now at the top from that signal. Look for a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern with a nice pop up to 360, 365 before move lower, or it can continue to move lower. Anything is possible. So you got to be careful here. Let's go and look at Fibonacci retracements and see where this can go. I mean, we have I want to see a pullback down to 340. If we can see a pullback down to 340, that would be a very, very healthy pullback and might be able to good place to enter in, because that 340 level would potentially give a price target of around $4 to 410. So let's see if we can actually continue to hold this level. Again, guys, we have 2 minutes left. Don't feel like you have to trade. Trade if you see a good setup. Don't trade just because you want to trade. CANF is getting that I don't, if it looks like we might be looking. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. I want to see his bounce come back and bounce off VWAP. I want to see more bearish movement. I think we're going to be red right out of the gate. Maybe a nice red to green move with the bounce off of VWAP in 220 potentially. That'd be ideal.
I'm starting to get confident. I mean, that's the question. Jensen, down 31% on Upstart.
All right, we have SOPA. Again, breaking that low. It's coming back and retesting it, looks like. Let's see if this continues. Thank you guys for the follow, and if you guys could like the screen, like the stream, we're close to 1,000 likes. Let's try to get there. We have GRTX. Not liking it. We have blue that got halted earlier today. Dump low. Here we go. Again, I'm looking for CANF to drop below this level. I mean, that's ideal. I want to see it drop that back down to around 220. I want to see a nice red to green move. If we crack this high, we're going to come higher. It looks like we didn't. There it is. There's a dump. There was a very nice washout. You're up 3 cents, 4 cents. That's a very quick trade. You do not want to. Looks like we're going to. Looks like we have a decreasing volume. I wouldn't be taking this. Could be a bear flag. Dump down. It might have a nice double bottom. I want to see it. I want to see it dump a little bit more. I want to see it dump a little bit more. Let's see what happens. We have a big buyer. Big buyer. He got filled. We're going down lower. There it is, guys. Let's see this continue to come back down. I want to see this come down and come down around 220, bounce off VWAP. I want to see a nice bounce off VWAP. There was the volume. A volume started to step in there. I want to see a nice red to green move here. See, we're getting that volume. There was the pop, and we're getting. Looking for a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern. We have the first shoulder dip, and looking for another shoulder. Looking for some resistance here. People are going to be selling right here. It looks like people are going to be selling. Let's see if it cracks. No, it cracks. It just wants to continue to move. Damn, I should have bought in there. I should have bought in. What it wasn't. Halt levels at 277. Halt levels at 277. I want to see a nice pullback here. That was a very good bullish engulfing candle. That was a very, very good bullish engulfing candle. Wasn't able to capitalize on the move higher because I wasn't expecting that kind of price action. There's the dump. There's the dump. There's the dump. But it just gets caught up with buyers. Caught up with buyers. We're getting that increase in volume now. Now we're having an increasing volume. We're probably going to have increasing volume on this candle. with a double top, I do think we're going to come lower. This is a nice doji candle. This closes like this, I do think we're going to come lower. Let's see what happens. We are breaking higher. If we don't break this previous high at 253, I do think we're going to come lower. We have around, yep, there it is. Oh, it's breaking though. I mean, it's breaking. It's breaking. It doesn't give a fuck.
Right here. Still holding 1,000 shares of CANF. This thing is starting to really rip. I just took half the pre-market high, guys. I just fucking mapped my position here on CANF right at those pre-market highs. Drops back below 250, I'm gonna lock it up completely. I'm just curious to see if it breaks 260 and rips up to 290.
Nice double top break. It's about to break. Let's see if it breaks 252. Breaks 252. I'm calling. This is not the best. There it is. All right, let's see if this can find a bottom potentially. Really want to see another pullback here. I want to see another pullback. I want to see us make a higher low. I don't want to see us break 245. I don't want to see us break 245. I want to see us hold this level of 245. I want to see us hold this level of 245.
And then GRPX right now, not moving a whole lot. UBXY.
I'm going to go ahead and start a position. Stop is below 245. Want to see? I didn't want to see this crack. It looks like we are forming a descending triangle. Let's see if this cracks. I want to see a pop, and if we don't get that pop over it, there it is. Yeah, I got out for small loss. Small loss. Just looking to scale into there. So let's see if this can hold this level now. Again, I should have realized that descending triangle earlier on the tick chart, but I did not, so that is unfortunate. Broke over that high, broke over that pre-market high. We want to see this big pullback before we start to rip. SOPA is halted. SOPA. Oh, you've outdone yourself. You have outdone yourself. Let's see if we can get here. I mean, I do think we're going to break above. I mean, we don't have much resistance until buyers that bid. We don't have too much gapping up. We were halted at 9:35.53. So we're going to be live at 9:40.53. So we have a couple minutes left. I want to see a nice market maker move here. We have a break above, close above this previous high, and then pull back, a hard pullback before looking to buy more. I think we're going to see a bounce off the We're gonna be live here. I am a king of losing this year. Hey, I am too. We all go through winning streaks and losing streaks. It's all good. The market is very, very erratic. Wanted to buy the dip off VWAP. Looking for it to come down a little bit more. I'm gonna look for a nice there was that increase, there was that move. Looking for, I want to see this hold. I want to see double bottom or inverse head and shoulders pattern because I do want to see this have a nice market maker pattern. Break the previous low, and I'm calling it on this one. I don't want to see this crack this low. I want to see a bounce. I want to see a bounce. There was a nice bounce off VWAP. I want to see us start to move here. There it is. There it is. With increasing volume, I like this shooting star candle. Nice bounce off VWAP there. Very, very nice. Want to see us start to move here. We see a higher low here. My stop is below this previous low at 228. See very light volume here. I'm looking to scale in here. I want to see this start to round off. Let's see if this can move here. I want to see this start to hold. Don't want to see this below this previous low. Let's see if we can get a nice pop. What are you trading? I'm trading CANF. If this cracks below 29, I'm going to cut it here. Around VWAP and stuff. Let's see this start to move here. I like this higher low. Looks like I'm going to cut it. I have a hard stop in place. Looks like I'm probably going to cut it here. Let's see if this does not hold this level. I want to see it start to move in here. Okay, did not hit my stop. Did not hit my stop. My stop is right at VWAP, below VWAP. Look, there's the retest. Back into the green. I want to hold this level. I want to see us start to move in here. We're getting that increasing volume on that candle. Let's see what the 5 minutes doing. The 5 minute is also telling us that decreasing volume. I want to see a pop over 235 on this candle. If we can see a pop over 235 on this candle, that would be ideal.
position here. And we saw this.
Looks like I'm going to get cut. Looks like I'm going to get cut here. There, I'm out. I had to cut it. And looks like I got liquidated. Looks like I got liquidated when I shouldn't have. That is very unfortunate. I should have had my stops lower. I should have had my stops at a lower day. Looks like now it looks like it's going to continue to rip and run. Got stopped out prematurely. That is unfortunate. Oh my God.
Take this long right here. 225. And 263 on TNF.
Stop. Guys, that is very unfortunate. What are you listening to in the background? This is Josh Howerton. Guys, I got liquidated. I got stopped out. That is super unfortunate for me. My average price was around 230, 231. Would have been up 5%. Would have been up around 50, 60, $70. And it still looked like it's still going to run. I had my stops right below VWAP. Right below this low. This previous low got liquidated by 1 cent. If I had it 1 cent lower, I wouldn't have gotten liquidated. I really should have had my stops below this intraday low. Now here we're getting that decreasing volume pullback. Very, very sharp. Be careful. This is very, very, very sharp. The rug pull is insane. Rug pull is insane. The rug pull is insane. The rug pull. That's unfortunate, guys. That is very, very unfortunate. All right, I'm going to end my live stream on YouTube.